Now, I didn't do one yesterday because I wasn't home. And I was going to do it where I was. It would have been so cool. But I didn't get a minute to myself, let alone 20 to do this. Synchronicity. Is it taking you down the wrong path or the right path? And I know it's our interpretation of synchronicity that gets us where we're going. But it's not always a good thing, I'm thinking. Because me and synchronicity are good mates. We really are. And I love watching it. And I can see it everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's all the time. I think I said in one of my other videos that it's not a, you're walking down the street and, oh, there it is over there. There, it's not a thing that is there. It's a flow. Synchronicity is a flow. We flow with it. It's like the voices in our head. It's the universe giving us little clues. And, I do think of it, I do think about synchronicity too much, and what does that mean, and what's that supposed to tell me, and, it can do your head in, especially with all these other conspiracy theories as well going on in your head, and you're worried about fucking synchronicity and fucking, it's just, I think it might have led me down the wrong road the other day. Anyway, whatever. This ascension stuff, I'm thinking of it, and we're all sort of going a little bit crazy because we know it's happening. We can feel something is happening. But because we can't see it, and because people have been saying for a millennia that fucking something's going to happen, we're all very doubtful that something is going to happen because, and when? I know. I've got it in my head. Remember the 5th of November. I don't know why. Putin reckons that if Hillary gets in, there is war. She's a warmongering fucking little... So if Trump gets in, there won't be any war because he's just the best puppet for the show. Yes sir, no sir, whatever, money bags, man. Whereas Hillary just goes straight for the jugular. And still, I have this thing in my head that there ain't gonna be a next president of America. But then, if Putin's saying that, he's not going to do the war thing until after the election, I don't know, it's giving me a headache. I have got a headache today. Bit emotional yesterday. Oh, up and down. This ascension stuff, whether it's real or not, all this shadow work and stuff is still real, even if ascension's not, because, all the shadow work is just basically to stop you from being an arsehole, and living a happy life. I mean, it's stop being an arsehole to yourself. It's not stop being an arsehole to everyone else. I mean, it is. Once you stop being an arsehole to yourself, you stop being an arsehole to everyone else. And I tell you, the hardest part is to stop being an arsehole to yourself. That's the hardest work. That inner bloody dialogue that you've got in your head can be a real cunt. I know. And, it is about changing it. It's about stop beating yourself up over everything, little thing that you do. Yeah, okay, we all make mistakes. We are all human. We're all living a human experience. We're all in a human body. We all do human shit. And, you know, there are many, many times I wish I was so fucking ignorant to what's going on. And, you know, is it ignorance? Or are they smart? Am I the dumb one? Because my brain won't shut up about this shit. Like the time theory with the arrow. I don't know if I said this the other day. How now time's going backwards? Or is there another reality that's going backwards and we're going forwards, but they're going forwards and we're going backwards in their reality? Because it's like the arrow with the Big Bang, and it's like the magnet, or gravity, or something else that sort of makes everything go in, and then the Big Bang's not like a bang, it just goes out again. And so there's one going that way and there's one going that way. But then I've got to find out this word from this person, because I'm sure that's not what he was talking about. He was talking about our timeline now going backwards. So it's like, you know, you go in, and you go out, and then you go, out, and then you come back in. And it's like we've gotten to the outer reaches of the time-space continuum, and now we're going back in again. And what, it's going to take another millennia to go back in? Then it'll start again. That's my problem. I need to know the ins and outs of everything. And I guess that's why it takes me so damn long to learn a lesson. Because I need to see the good, the bad, the ugly, the not so, the, you know, the left, the right, the up, the down. I need to see every angle of that aspect before I can make a complete and clear decision. And it's still doing my fucking head in. You know, it is hard to figure out. Like, okay, I talk about stuff. I have a friend that talks about stuff. She talks about stuff a lot clearer than I do. I watch her and go, yeah. You know what I mean? So I should put a link on her one on mine. So then whatever I say ramble crap, then you can watch hers and she'll make sense to it. I don't know what to say today. Nature is beautiful. We're all one with the earth. Every single thing I've ever listened to or watched or whatever takes us back to the same cell. And I looked up the cosmic code, or the cosmic web. The cosmic web. Everyone needs to go look up the cosmic web. And binary sequences, and because apparently that's what we're all made up of. I mean, you know, okay. Yeah. My eyes have been gone weird lately, and I see normal stuff, but in a weird way. Does that make sense? I just know there's another step. The 99%. That which we are made of. 99% of. The part we can't see. Did I show you the pie graph? I mean, in my head. I mean, in my hands. The pie graph. And like, I've got to look it up again. Something like 75% black hole. And then there's like some more black stuff. There was like 5% light and 3% we can actually see. And what the fuck are we doing living like this? I mean, okay, yeah, I've got to get over this angry, I'm not where I want to be at the moment. I've got to go and talk to my family before they think I've completely lost it, which I have, a little. I need to find the balance between normal and crazy. Because, you know, okay, I can't be normal. I'm not good at being normal. I'm a crazy normal person, which is fine. Everyone can get that. As long as I'm staying within the within the realms of normality, people can relate to me. It's when I start going batshit crazy, that's when people freak out a bit. And it's only my family the most. They're the only ones that freak out the most. Because they're so indoctrinated into normal. They are masters of the system. Not masters. They've just forgotten every single thing the soul has ever told them in their past lives. Whatever. There's no... you know, my last breakdown, my sister was at my house, trying to help me out and shit. They were in the backyard, and I think I had a couple of plants, like little pot plants, like marijuana pot plants, growing in the backyard, in little pots. And my sister freaked. Ah, what are you doing? It's like, dude, it's not to smoke. And like, I'd given up pot for a bit there. Like, I went, 12 months without it. So I got friendly with this chick at work that was smoking. It was like, you know, that's not going to hurt if I just have smoke at her place. That's how it starts. Anyway, what was I going to say? I had pot plants in the back. My sister freaked. I said, it's not to smoke. It's to eat. Which is something that we should all be doing. Nah, they got ripped out. Because, you know, now what'd she say? She said something. Oh, and if you start going crazy again. Oh, I can't remember. They can say they're gonna do something if eating pot plants set me off the rails again. What are they gonna fucking do now? I'm not. Oh well, no, I've started smoking again. And in their eyes, right now, I would be going so far off the fucking rails. You know, just even considering if there was a flat earth or not. I can hear my brother's voice in my head right now. It's the same as, you know, is it affecting your life right this second? Is it doing this right this second? And this is the way society lives, and you just have to deal with it. No! Fuck off! I'm going to find a way of saying that. That doesn't make them go there. Because last time, it was like, oh, if you do this, this and this, we're going to completely wipe you. But you know what? I've gotten to a point where if no one wants to live like me, if no one wants to think like me, if no one wants to even consider what the fuck I'm going on about at the moment, I don't want you in my life. It is so draining trying to be like this when everyone else is normal. I don't want to be normal. I've never been normal, but fuck, I've tried over the years. But I do believe that there is a middle ground, but the only way to really get to that middle ground is to be peaceful within ourselves. We can't do that until we've gotten rid of all that crap. Because, you know, people trigger us. There's a person I know at the moment, and they're two sides of the coin. Shiny, shiny coins. Shiny sides of the coins, but very much two sides. And it's, you Yeah, sometimes it's not even two sides of the coin. It's just that one side. And I know this person doesn't mean the things that happen. Not consciously, and not all the time. I don't think. Yesterday wasn't a conscious thing, but because of my own issues with rejection and abandonment and my issue with the life that I want and the one that I'm living, that's a big issue. And trying to explain to this person that this ain't the life I fucking want anymore. I mean, yeah, cool. Feelings really haven't changed a lot about the person, but I don't want it anymore. I want to just get in my car and drive. I don't want to be in this society anymore. I don't want to have to pay electricity to a company that is ruining our land, our fucking way of living. A government that... You know, people saying to me, if we don't vote, there'll be anarchy. Yeah, dude, there will. Oh, if there's anarchy, there'll be, you know, bedlam and bad things will happen everywhere if the anarchy happens. Dude, bad things are happening everywhere now. You know, go to the supermarket. How many foods in the supermarket don't have chemicals in them? Don't get sprayed on. What do they spray on them? Chemicals. Find me a product in the fucking supermarket that doesn't have a chemical in it or on it. And this is not enough to alarm people that there is something going on. Your Food Standards Board is a load of fucking crap. It is a money-making industry for a fucking pharmaceutical company. The Food Standards Board that you believe in going, oh, but if the Food Standards Board says it's okay, then it must be good for me. Get fucked! I don't know how people can not know this stuff. You know, your medications that you pick up on your script have more side effects in them than the fuck you've got in the first place. Antidepressants cause suicidal tendencies. Oh my fucking God. I have had suicidal tendencies my whole life. Okay? Quite often I act on those tendencies, but have had them all my life, and they've wanted to give me medication that causes suicidal tendencies. Don't you get it yet? I've had this going on for a while. Like, I'm at 38. Charlie's 10. So I don't know how that works. Because when Charlie was a year old, I must have been 30. That does not work. Anyway, my brain's not going to work around that because it hurts. But anyway, Charlie's first birthday. I was going to be Prime Minister at 40. First female Prime Minister. You know, this was before I found out about Julia Gillard. And that woman should have kept her in. Tell you that now. She wanted to tax the fucking oil companies. Dude! And they kicked her out. Because the bitch wanted to change things. Not because she didn't have any balls. Not because of whatever the fucking media told you. You know, I wasn't even angry this morning. But you get me talking about fucking society, and I will start steaming at the ears. I don't want to live here anymore. I do not want to live in a society that tells you... I don't want to live in a society where it is mandatory. You have to inject your child with chemicals numerous amount of times before you put them into a jail. School is jail. And you've just medicated them in their bloodstream since birth. And you have to do it or your child isn't allowed to go to jail. And people are fighting to do this. They're bagging at the people that go, no, I actually have rights. I actually have a choice to do whatever the fuck I want in my, okay, all these people are going, oh, but if there are no rules and regulations and law and rules, I did say that, and regulations, and, if there wasn't a government that governed us, why do we need governing? Okay, yeah, there are those arseholes like Martin Bryant that might want to go and shoot a heap of people. But why does that man want to shoot people? What is in his brain that makes him go, I've had enough. There's, no reason to be nice anymore. I'm just going to go around, be a cunt, and go around and shoot people. Chemical imbalance in the brain, yeah, okay, there was something wrong with that man. But as far as I'm concerned, society fucking did it to him. If our society, and it's not the society, it's not the society now as it stands. I mean, yeah, it is, but the world we live in now has been, they've been creating it for a long time. There's been steps throughout history to get us to where we are now. Now, if those bad men weren't in those history making up those steps, we wouldn't have such an angry, hateful, vengeful, horrid society in which I don't want to live in anymore. It's down to our birth certificates, for God's sakes. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, dude, I think you're going right far now. You're going crazy. And then I read this thing. Alright, strip away all your labels. Strip every single fucking thing you've ever thought of in your whole life about yourself. And what have you got left? A body? A mind? A spirit? A soul? What more do you need? What more do you need in this world? But yourself, and your mind, and your body, and your soul. Now, what makes people think that that aspect of themselves needs governing? Why do we need governing? Well, because there's some bad people in the world. There are ways around. I've had arguments with some people on Facebook about one guy wanted to say that we should have panicky. Now I think the concept of panicky is that each nation governs themselves or one big governing that, I don't know. I didn't like it anyway, because it's still being governed by somebody. There is still a power that is, enforcing stuff throughout the land to other people. Get rid of the fucking power. Why do we need a power governing anyone? Oh, because then it's not going to work and everyone's going to fucking run. Okay, everyone lives a separate life in a little box at the moment. We all live in our little houses and our little boxes and no neighbours talk to each other because everyone's, paranoid about everybody else and because of the food we eat, the water we drink, the fucking pharmaceuticals we put in our body and, every other fucking thing in the world that they have to dumb us down. Now, this is fact. This is shit, right, that I've been going on for since I was probably 15 maybe. Between 15 and 20, I started going on about all this shit. I can remember, being an 18-year-old mother with this brand new baby, not knowing how to be a fucking mother or a teenager or an adult or a person. Like, I had no idea. I was fucked. I really was. Thank fuck for my mother. And it was like, I had no idea. I knew that there was something else that I knew there was something I was missing back then. But, being a dumb teenager, you don't know. You just think it's, you think that hole can be filled with, superficial shit back then. You don't realise that hole is actually your life, and that the only way to fill it is just to totally flip the whole fucking thing up on its ass and start again. So what was I? What am I now? 38, so 15 years ago. I was 23. So between 15 and 23, I was bad. I was bad. I had a baby in between that, and I was still bad. Just scattered, just dumb, just not paying attention. Just creating puzzle pieces. I created a lot of puzzle pieces in those years. No idea what I was doing. And having a baby, it was like, I knew that this wasn't how it was supposed to be. Yeah, we had cloth nappies and shit, and, his dad used to do more than me, because I was like, I was a fat, lazy teenager that just, I keep going on about my 20-year-old now that's lazy and won't get off his ass and do anything for himself, and he's avoiding growing up. That was so me. But as I said to him, the difference between me and him is that I had a baby, so I had an income. I mean, not an income. I had money. Government gave me money for having a baby. So it wasn't like I had to grow up. I mean, I did because I had a baby. But in society's eyes, I didn't have to go get a job. I didn't have to start. I didn't have to study. I didn't have to do anything that society wanted me to. Because it was like this is going to sound really bad. I had a get out free ticket. I had a baby. And I didn't have him because of that. Believe me, he was the best accident ever. I was bloody 2 weeks before my 18th when I had him. I didn't plan him. Back then I didn't plan anything. Back then I went with the flow. I sat back and just waited for shit to happen back then. And I have done that in and out of life. At times you have to sit back and wait for things to happen. At other times you got to get out and grab them with the fucking balls and go full force. It's trying to figure out which one to do when. But yeah, as I said to him, I had a get out free ticket. I couldn't even change fucking nappy when he was first born. Mum's got a video of me changing a nappy. Oh my god. Oh, just me, yeah. There are videos out there of me when I was a first mother. And oh my god. Then there's a video of Brody's dad and me giving him a bath. And Mum was on the phone at the time. And it was probably a good thing she was, or not. I don't know, but I don't know how Brody survived that bath. There were bubbles everywhere. And I had to keep getting them out of his face, and his dad kept drowning him, and oh my god. We were the worst first parents. But just give me puzzle pieces. And then 10 years later, Charlie. Oh, that was really funny. I was pregnant with Charlie. I went to a friend's house. there was a chick there with a newborn baby, like totally newborn. And I hadn't touched a baby for like fucking, I don't know how long since I'd, picked up a newborn. And I'm pregnant, like pretty pregnant. And she's like, oh, have a hold. Tell you what, I picked up this baby and I was like, dude, I'm going to drop it. I couldn't hold, like, I did not feel natural holding this baby. I freaked the fuck out. It's like, dude, I'm about to have a baby and I don't even know what to do with this one. Like, and I guess flashbacks from not knowing what to do with Brody. It was just like, I started freaking out that I'm going to have this baby, I'm going to drop it, I'm going to kill it, because I'm not going to even know how to hold it properly. I tell you what, as soon as that baby came out, I've never felt so natural holding anything in my life. It just comes to you. Like a friend of mine, who I haven't seen in ages, she's travelling at the moment on Facebook. And I saw a photo of her the other day holding a baby. And I'm like, ooh, pretty natural looking there. And she's like, no, that was the most unnatural thing ever. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but I reckon if you had your own, she would be the most amazing, gorgeous mummy. She's a school teacher, which I think she's kind of over. But I have this feeling that she might be pregnant. Just because of the comment from the boyfriend with winky face. I think I might be saying congratulations soon. And I tell you what, it's really annoying. Oh, so annoying. I want one. I mean, life never ever works the way you wanted it to as a kid. As a kid, I wanted to be married. I wanted to have the perfect man and have a boy and a girl. And that was going to be my family. My man, my kid, my boy and my girl. And that was it. I've ended up with, apart from the 6-year stint, the longest relationship I've ever had was with the 20-year-old's dad. And that was 18 months. I was pregnant for 9 of them. I went around Australia with Dad and Mum for 3 of them. Oh no, that was 18 months later. I did try and get back with him again. It lasted 6 months, and I think 3 of those I was going around Australia. Oh look, I do things more than once, just to make sure. I don't remember where that went, where that was going. Oh, babies. I want babies. I want more babies. Nah, I mean, I think I'd be happy if I didn't, still. Because there are so many people having babies. And I know that no matter what, the universe will always put me in front of kids. Because I love them. I just love them. They're our future. They are where we're going. They're what is going to get us to the next point. Have you seen the kids coming out lately? Have you heard the shit coming out their fucking mouth lately? Kids are, like, this next generation's going to come up, and all you bad people out there, they're going to fuck shit up. Why do you think they're trying to fucking... Vaccines, dude, are to stop the smart ones coming through. That's what it is. Autistic kids are to bring love and togetherness. How much love and togetherness do those autistic kids bring? It's fucking beautiful. Now, I'm still out on whether there are forces creating this. Like, say, they've created this vaccine to make these kids autistic so they don't come through and give the message that they're supposed to. Is it the bad people stopping them? Or is it all part of the ascension? Because, we all have to know the bad to know the good. Is there good and evil, or is it just soul and shadow? yeah, I'm still not convinced on the aliens because I still think they're in us. And I just think that people are interpreting it differently. It's the same song. It's all the same song with different words. And I'm going to keep saying that till the day I fucking die. Oh, no, okay, so... Until the day that idea dies. Some will die. It won't be me. Because we all... Like, yesterday I had this... there was a comment about war. No, not war. Defensive and offensive, alright? Someone comes into your land... and you fight them because they want your land, that's defensive. You go into their land and they fight you, like, that's offensive. But, she was saying, what happens if you have to leave your land because somebody is threatening it and you have to leave your land to fight it? Her partner was saying that that's still offensive because you're leaving your land, and she's saying, no, it's defensive because you're still defending your land. And my theory was that, no, if you're leaving your land to fight somebody else, that is offensive because you are leaving your land to fight. Fight at home. You know, build a bigger wall. I don't know. I don't have the answers, but I can unravel something so somebody else might get them. Now, she gave me an example. Like, fuck. Alright, I'll give you an example. Like the Native American Indians, when the white man came over, tribes would have had to have left their own territory, like their land, to go and fight in somebody else's territory to defend the land or whatever. Who are they? The Greeks and the Persians and the Spartans. The Spartans had to leave their land to defend Greece. But as I said to her, that is defensive because they're still on the same land. It's all part of Greece. It's all part of America. It's like, yeah, the American from that territory and the American from that territory came over to this territory to help these guys fight, but you're still in America. So if those Native American Indians went to Britain, UK, you know, to fight for their freedoms over there, that's offensive because they've left their land. But if you've got, like, say, Europe is made up of how many different countries? Now, if all those countries banded together to fight America, because America was coming over to blow them up, it's still defensive because they haven't left Europe. If they flew over to America, that's offensive. I don't know why I was talking about that. It was a really interesting, you know, because it was really interesting for me because a lot of people comment on my stuff and go, oh, but this, and this. And I'll say, yeah, but what about this way? Oh, no, but what if that wouldn't happen and that can't happen because of this, and this that's already in place? Get rid of what's already in fucking place. Anyway. So, but it was like, oh, but what about this? And no, but this and this would happen and whatever. Oh, piss me off to no end. Because, like, even though they think they're being non-judgmental and, you know, they think they're having a debate because they think that, oh, but we're just giving each other ideas. No, but you're disregarding my idea. I might be disregarding yours too because you're a fucking idiot. But I know, no, sorry. Things do come out my mouth and I go, no, that just was wrong. Anyway, but with this other chick about the defensive and the offensive, I kept saying to her, I hate disagreeing with people on Facebook because people do it to me all the time and it does annoy me. But, you know, hopefully you don't get offended by me giving you my opinion because my opinion is different to yours. Well, in the end, we agreed. We didn't agree on the same things, per se, exactly, but we agreed on enough points in the, you know, conversation to go, cool. It expanded our awareness a little bit. You know what I mean? I learned something new. Hopefully she did too. Because we both had a different opinion. We both nutted it out and it worked. That's the kind of conversation I want with people. That's the kind of debate I want with people. I don't want you to sit there and go, oh, but if we didn't have government, there'd be anarchy. And everyone would hurt each other because everybody hates each other. And no, everyone hates the government. Everyone thinks on the surface that they hate each other. They don't. Yeah, the grass is greener on the other side. Only because they fucking, put chemicals and shit on it to make them look like that. It's fake. The whole fucking society is fake. Come on, Joe Blow. I'm batshit crazy. Nut it out with me. Do you think it's fake? Do you like living like this? Oh, leave it, Shannon. Joe's gone now. I don't know. Anyone else that... Talk to me. Tell me, what kind of a society... Like, I've got more viewers now, and I'm guessing that they all come from Joe's page. Because there was, 108 viewers on one of my meth head fucking videos. Wow. God, I've not ever been that popular. And I know that I have a friend that says, that's bad advertisement, whatever, I'm trying to say there. But, TV shows always say, bad publicity is still good publicity. Dude, I had 10 views on my silent videos. I think that's pretty fucking good. And even yesterday, I think I still got 10 or 11 views. Now, going from 2 or 3 to 10, I'm pretty happy with that. It's still in the back of my mind, you people that are watching, if you do get to, this is 42 minutes. This is one of my longest ones, and I didn't even know what to fucking say today. But if the majority of you guys are here because of Mr. Blow, can you let me know? I mean, you don't have to, obviously. No one needs to fucking comment on here. I've had 3 people now comment on my videos. Mr. Blow is 1. And, he's stopped now. Okay. 2 is a friend of mine that, she's the only one that comments, so thank you. And then the other one was my niece wanting me to get rid of her email address, which I wouldn't know how. And if anyone does anyone know about email addresses on YouTube? Because I went searching for email addresses on YouTube yesterday. Because when I first created my YouTube channel, I did it because of my Thrive stuff. Because I wanted to get out there, and I was on Periscope and trying to promote the Thrive stuff. So I created it there, but I don't remember anything about email addresses. So hopefully it was just another game for her, and now that I didn't play it, the game will stop. I don't know. But if you're watching me videos, let me know if you've gotten rid of it or not. Because I don't want to upset people. And, you're obviously still feeling upset, so I don't want to upset you anymore. So if there is a way for me to take your email address off. So is that because, do you get notifications and stuff on when I do a video, or I'm not quite sure how that works. And your partner should know. He's really good with computers and stuff. So hopefully you figured it out, because you haven't commented anymore. No hard feelings. I've got no hard feelings for anyone anymore. Even that shadow. Because none of us know what we're doing in this life. None of us have a fucking clue. We are all just trying to work it out for ourselves. And some are just better at it than others. I am one of the others. But, thank God, the universe must like me a lot. Because in the last few months, they have put people in front of me to help me work it out. Online, offline, everywhere. The universe has been pretty good to me lately. I'm the one fucking up. And you know, we all gotta fuck up. How do we learn our lessons without fucking up? And I'll tell you what, I have many more to learn. And I hate saying that, because I can remember when my last breakdown, and I said to my sister, she's a psychologist, what did I say? I said, oh look, I'm going to have hiccups, I'm going to fuck up. I'm not going to mean to, but it's possible, I'm going to do it. And she's like, don't talk yourself into it, you're just talking yourself into it. No, I'm just allowing myself for my life to just flow. For fuck's sake. So it's like, yeah, I got lots more lessons to learn. Am I just talking myself into my shadow work? Can I just go, cool, I know that one. Yeah, I know that one. Don't have to deal with that now, because I know that one. It's not about knowing, it's about putting it into practice. And yeah, I'm there. I've never put it into practice. Parts, yes. I can unconsciously, do shit. But it's that stuff that you have to consciously be aware of every second of every day. Oh my God, who has time for that? Especially when we want to go jump down rabbit holes about fucking time sequences and bloody binary sequences and cosmic webs. And when you can start seeing the cosmic web, that's when you know you're fully tripped out and who the fuck spiked your drink. I'm going now. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I got the day off. Even though I lied to somebody and said that I was working today. Just so I didn't have to see them. I don't like lying. Oh, I fucking hate it. But it was like, I was really emotional. And it was no one's fault but my own. Like, accidents happen. But when and it's, expectations. Get rid of your expectations, because that's what got me in because I had expectations of what was going to happen in the afternoon. And because of something else which was out of somebody's control, none of that shit happened. So I got very, very emotional. And on the way home, I just got a text message saying I'm working tomorrow, sorry. Just so I didn't have to do all of that again today. What am I going to do today, though? It's today's Saturday. I know. Me and Charlie can go to the supermarket and buy food for the house. That would be a nice adult thing to do for me today. Because I need to start being an adult. I mean, as much as the word adult, it's as bad as fucking, pharmaceutical adult. Who came up with this phrase, adult? Why do we all have to be adults? Okay, yeah, there are societal things that we need to be responsible for, so we need to be an adult. But if we didn't live in this society, then we don't have to be an adult anymore. Oh, let's hurry up and get the fuck out of this society, please, people. I don't want to be adult anymore. So, my adultness today will consist of going to the supermarket and buying a week's worth of groceries. Because if I go there, I usually buy a couple of days worth and then forget to go in a couple of days. So, today, a list will be made. I need to get that fridge fixed because it works, but not great. So instead of things lasting a week in there, they only last a couple of days. And I just haven't gotten off my ass to fucking fix it yet. But I'll be working my butt off for the next 3-4 weeks, so I can. I've got a feeling my real estate agent might kick me out soon. So there's always that. And I have a feeling my electricity might get cut off soon. Now, I can understand how people will think whatever they want to think. I'm over people thinking about me. I'm over me thinking about me. But, okay, the electricity thing. I had one company that I was paying electricity to, and then I did this flyby thing to go onto AGL, but it never worked properly. So it was like I was still paying Lumo here, and then AGL wanted me to be paying them there, but I was still paying this bill, and they're still sending me bills. And now this bill stopped coming, and they're still sending me bills. But it's like, hang on, I want to pay you because that's who I've been paying all this time. What the fuck is going on here? And I don't want to pay you because some of that bill I was paying this guy. So I need to ring this guy and find out what the fuck's going on. I probably should have done it 2 weeks ago. Real estate agent. I don't like people coming into my house. And I should have had a roof guy come in here a few months ago to fix my roof. And my real estate agent came around last Tuesday for a house inspection, and I was at work. And he left a note in my letterbox to ring him. And I haven't. And I don't want to. Because they're going to tell me how I am supposed to live in this house. Okay, yes, cool. Granted, somebody else owns this house, but I pay fucking rent. And okay, some of the way I live might be destructive to the house itself. Like, I just can't be fucked. That's just, give me the bush, dude. Give me a fucking tent. Give me a fucking, just. And it's really annoying because I know somebody that I could just go and do that. Well, I couldn't because anyway, I'm going to have a fucking good day today, and I hope you all do too.